Alright, what's up guys, it's Brenton with Blackout Technical Solutions. So today is going to be our first video. Alright, I think it's about to be real quick. So I'm going to pretty much get started with some basics of what we're going to try to do. And I may get a training video started today on here. But basically, what I'm doing is, that's just going to show you all around. So right now we're doing additions to the house over there. Right there. So it's gonna be a little different doing training out here. I'm gonna have to move some stuff around, so I got all these woods and stuff to mess around with, and also we'll be out at my hunting property a little bit, and I have a farm type area that I can go to also do some training. I think what I'm first gonna start with is a little bit of police stuff, since I do have some pistols ready to go. Of course, since I'm in a big neighborhood, I can't really use live rounds, so I use airsoft just to kind of be there, just to kind of show you what I'm going to do. I may paint them up to make them look more realistic. I don't know what I'm going to do with that yet, but if I start one tonight, it's probably going to be a night training for either police or basic military. I don't know yet, but so pretty much welcome to Blackout Tactical. This is pretty much what we're going to do. Basically, also I'm going to basically discuss weapons on here, discuss some other tricks. Maybe I have a software where I can put pictures up here and you can still hear my voice. So I may describe, I know Terry Shepard's got a lot of videos out there that I can commentate on, so that you can kind of better understand what I mean by tactics and how to show it easier without having to get a group of guys out here. I do have a lot of connections. I'm in South Carolina, so there's the South Carolina Law Enforcement Division, which is SLED, and I know a couple guys on their SWAT team and with them, and I know some sheriffs or county police and city police and some other counties, and I'm probably gonna have some of them sometimes. I know a couple military, active duty guys and retired, so I'm probably gonna have their input as well. So pretty much this is the opening segment, and I guess I'll get started with the training. Alright, so it is getting dark, so I'm probably going to start training as soon as I can get into the garage and get everything set up, get the airsoft stuff that I'm going to need to do the training. I'm going to be raiding this building here. Probably won't go full gear, but because it'll be more of a walkthrough, but if I don't get the chance to do that, I'll go upstairs and do a training video and put it on here. And just kind of commentate on it or narrate, whatever you want to say. So, now I think about it, I may just hold off on the raid and do that tomorrow once I get my vest and everything back and my plate carrier and all that. And I'll be set up, so I guess I'm going to go in and do a training. Alright guys, so I'm showing you this video here is going to be a training video that I'm going to go over and kind of walk through as they walk through it too. So, the guy in the blue is clearly the officer, as the guy in the black there is going to be the civilian. I guess I'll turn this volume up for you guys too.
Yeah, sure. 458. 458, go ahead. Make it a 2729. Last Novak, Nora Ocean Victor, Adam King. First Wyatt, William Young, Adam Tom Tom. You having a good day? Yeah, I am. How about yourself? I'm doing all right. 10-4, do you have a date of birth for me? 10-4, stand up. 458, date of birth 02/12/96.
So they're kind of doing like a civilian training.
Can you copy some information?
So the officer that's right there is going to be basically the central dispatch, and the guy in the blue, dark blue here, is the actual officer.
Warrant? Hey, no, I don't have any warrants. Hey!
So he, I don't know if you could hear that part, but the guy in the black is actually wanted. He's got a warrant for his arrest, and so what happened basically is, like any situation, you tell somebody they have a warrant, and he tried to pull a gun on the officer. So they're basically walking you through the proper way to respond to someone who has a warrant or whatever their situation is, and then they're actually pulling the gun on the officer.
Another scenario that we do during our stop and approach. How quick can that happen? Fast, right? Fast. So, one, we have to make sure that our recruits are capable.
So that's pretty much it on that training portion. So I'm going to go find another video. That one was a very good example of basic training that I think all officers should know, which is probably one of the first things that an officer is going to learn early on is what to do if a gun is pulled on you. So that's kind of a scenario for you to kind of watch and learn from. And I'm going to find you guys another one. Alright guys, so this is going to be a video for all of you that carry personally, so you have your concealed weapons permit. This is kind of a video of tips and tricks on how you should carry.
Imagine a worst case scenario defensive shooting. Imagine that I've got a crowd of people, I've got family members around me, someone comes into this public environment and starts shooting. He's turning the shotgun or the rifle or the pistol towards me. He's shooting, there's people screaming, there's people moving all around the environment. I've pushed a family member out of the way. I'm clearing my concealment garment. A bystander comes by. There's the bad guy. I'm getting ready to push them out of the way and protect myself from getting knocked over. I'm going back under my concealment garment, getting my hand on the gun, and now I'm finally in a position to stop the bad guy, but I don't have a round in the chamber. Some people choose to carry a firearm for personal defense, for the defense of others, for the defense of their family in a public environment, but they don't put a round in the chamber. Honestly, I've never really understood that. Let me give you a couple principles here. First, if you're going to carry a firearm and be prepared to use it to defend yourself, you really should be comfortable with having that gun loaded and ready to go. Second, if you're going to carry a firearm and be ready to use it in a public environment, you should be carrying it in a way that protects the trigger guard and ensures that the gun isn't going to go off accidentally if someone bumps up against it, or if you rub up against a pocket or reach for it quickly. You shouldn't be able to hit the trigger if you're trying to pull it out of a pocket, pull it out of a waistband. So we should never be in a situation where this gun obviously is unloaded just for demonstration purposes. We just take a gun and stick it in our waistband with the trigger exposed. There's even holsters that are designed now, so-called holsters that are designed that leave the trigger exposed. Now, some of those holsters recommend that you not have a round in the chamber, and yet if you go to their websites, they even show you how the gun can be shot while it's still attached to that holster if you were to use it with a round in the chamber. Carrying a gun with a round in the chamber and the trigger exposed is reckless. It's stupid. Don't do it. At the same time, carrying a gun with a loaded magazine, no round in the chamber, inside of a holster that protects the trigger guard, also seems like a bad idea to me.
Alright guys, so that is basically it. I have this pulled up just to kind of show you what our opening page of our website looks like now. I have this, the link to this website posted in our Instagram, which you can easily find at blackout.tactical, which is a very simple name, just for that reason, so that can make it really easy to find. Once you go in, you'll know exactly what it is. It doesn't have quite this logo, but it has a much different, what I think is a more cool looking logo, a little bit more creative. But feel free to check this out. It's not quite done. I do have all the tabs at least pulled up. As you can see, kind of you got law enforcement, police, SWAT, undercover ops, military, daytime and nighttime ops, personal protection, such as disaster preparation, self-defense tactics, gear of the week, firearm of the week, membership, and our honorary members. Once you go on our membership, just fill out the Google form and you can actually be put on the honorary members list. I'm just going to go ahead and show you what the firearm of the week looks like, since I do have that finished. So that's how I plan to have all of these to look. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you later.